made it to squat day. Very exciting. Back is feeling good after deadlifts on Friday, and the food has been good today. Good hydration. Also had some caffeine before, nothing crazy. I just have like one coffee pre-workout, just a little something to get the heart rate up. Squats and deadlifts especially get the heart rate up more than enough, so I don't need too much there. The view looking decent today. A little on the chilly side, but it's all good. Gonna check the weight here. Hopefully something decent, just as long as we're holding over that 210. We shall see. And per usual, can take, all right. Seems like the weight is stabilizing very well, which I'm actually happy about because definitely want to continue to push to the 220, but I'm okay if my weight stabilizes for a little bit and then I can slowly turn some of the, if I gained, 3 to 5 pounds of pudge, I can turn that into muscle before progressing upwards. If that's kind of the direction my body's going, I'm all good with it. Let me show you the workout plan. Pretty basic today. I think it's day 183, might be day 184. Either way, got the body weight there. Squats, question mark, just gotta warm up and see because I did not squat at all. Last week I did front squats, but no back squats. So we'll just see how they feel. Hopefully get up to at least 365 for a set, but that remains to be seen. Front squats, definitely crush those for a set, and then single leg calves, 4 sets, burn them out. Squats are complete. Decided to go with the 365 and just try and get the first like 6 to 8 reps done without stopping for more than a breath or two. So mission accomplished. I did about 7, kind of just taking one breath in between, and then 8, 9, and 10 felt really good, where I think what I'll probably do is 12 next week and then go back to the 405 after that, because that should set me up well to hit 5 reps again on the 405 and then start chipping away towards the 10 rep mark. So yeah, felt good. I mean, there's no rush. The temptation was there definitely to go right back to the 4 plates, but I don't think that would have been a super smart move, just because I didn't do the back squats last week and I didn't do heavy deadlifts last week either. And I had a good deadlift session on Friday. Lower back feels good, so let's not blow out a disc, pardon the expression, just saying let's not overdo it. Take the victory, 2 good solid sets of 10, one with a 455 on deadlift, one with a 365 on the squat, check and check, successful week, no damage done. And then next week we'll crush it even more. So it's taken me a while to have this approach, like 4 or 5 years ago, whatever the weight was, like say I did, 225 on squat for 10. Even if I took a week off, the next week I would think that I needed to go up. And obviously I am trying to go up, but 52 weeks in a year, if I take a deload week and 1 or 2 weeks to roll back into it slowly, if those weeks prevent me from injuring anything and keep everything feeling good and doable, then totally worth it. You got to do that every once in a while. And in this case, I did that just because I felt like it was a good opportunity to do it, not necessarily because anything was like injured or anything like that. Just seemed like, all right, maybe this is a good idea. Everything's been really consistent for a while. Let's just chill for a bit. And now, you know, we're back at it today without a hitch. So now I'm gonna do a couple warm-up sets on front squat. I'm gonna switch the bar because this bar is too big for front squats. It just rolls. And then, yeah, big stuff is done. Crush time. So now we're on the front squats. I did a warm-up set, 225 for a couple reps. And now we're here, 3 plates. I don't want to drop down from the 3 plates. You know, the legs are feeling a little toasty after the back squats, but I kind of want to try and hold this mark. I'm not really expecting to get 7 reps like I did last week, just because last week I didn't do the back squats, so it makes sense why I'd be able to do a little bit more last week. But as long as I can hold in that 3 to 5 rep range, hopefully more than 3, but you never really know until you pick it up. This, more than anything, it's the shoulders dropping down. That's the issue. I know I had some people asking about like why I don't do the clean position grip. It's just a lot of strain on the wrists, I've found, if you're trying to do higher reps. For like 1 rep, it's totally fine. The other thing is too, if you have to fail, I feel like there's more chance, like if you have to bail and drop the weight, or like you just start to fail and there's nothing you can do about it, all that pressure on your wrists, it just seems to me like there's more chance that something could go wrong. Whereas if you're just like this, all you gotta do is drop your hands easy, you know, instead of like trying to get your hands out of position awkwardly. That's just my thought process on it. Basically it comes down to it's easier for me to do it this way, so that's why I do it. All right, see what we can get. Also the back squat, that was a no music PR. I've always gotten some crazy, you know, pump up music going. This time, no music, so I'll take it. Music does make a difference, but I do it for the viewers there. No music so you can hear, you know, what I'm doing. Because I know having like a weird silent section in the video, not great. I'll stop talking. Time for me to do this. This, I don't get strangled. Still good. I think I had a position a little too far back because we were definitely losing some oxygen on that last rep. It's all good though. We're still here. All right. Successful squat day. That's it. I know, basic, but it's been working for me as long as I eat more calories and sleep enough. Now we're on to calf raises. All right, so last exercise, I'm gonna save the forearms for tomorrow. We're gonna go calf raise. I'm gonna try and get 20 reps. There you are. I was looking at the plan I wrote down. 20 reps left, then right body weight just to warm up, and then I'll pretty much go right into a set with 42-ish pounds per side. Then I'll do another set with 42-ish pounds, and then I'll go back to body weight. Just fast-paced. Lots of blood flow. I think I did this last week, basically the same way. I did the double calf raise for a while, which I did like, but it takes more setup. So, you know, that's got to get factored in if you want to keep your workouts, you know, a certain amount of time. Really appreciate all the support on the full day of eating, by the way. I think it's like closing in on 70 or 80 likes or something like that. Anyway, for how many views it has, it's like much better than the average. So I'll take it. Very appreciative of that, which I guess that means everybody liked that content, or maybe it's just one of those popular contents that people search. Either way, I'll take it. I'm excited. So that means there'll probably be another full day of eating at some point in the future. Maybe I'll save that day until I actually do weigh 220. All right, now we're on to the left. trying to get 20, but we'll see. Great calf raise exercise if you're working out at home. All right, I'll give it like 20, 30 seconds. Interested to hear what people think about deloads. I'm honestly not a big fan of them because typically I feel like enough stuff happens in life where deloads just occur on their own, so you don't really need to plan them. If you're super, super consistent, which, now that I work out at a home gym, the consistency is pretty spot on. I can't even remember the last time I missed a workout. Then, okay, maybe, you might need to take a deload. But if your food's good, if your nutrition's good, if your programming is reasonable, you could say that I did a deload on 2 movements, basically, and that's it. And that's purely because both those movements are, they're the 2 heaviest movements that I do, other than the farmer carries. And they both use the lower back to some extent. Kind of lost track on that one. So, in my mind, it just seemed like it's a good idea every once in a while to let the lower back chill, do some extra decompression. I don't want to get squished. I don't want to lose any height. No, mainly I just don't want to push something too far in my lower back, or overwork the muscle. Because then the other thing that can happen is, like with squats, with high bar squats, what used to happen is I would always tilt forward. Like I was working with like maybe 275 at the time, and I would always have this round in the back and tilt forward on the way up. And I could see myself building back into that if I pushed too much and up the weight too quickly. Throwing in front squats and doing solely front squats for a while, that was what really, really corrected some of that issue, because my lower back and deadlift had gotten ahead of my squat. Like I think my deadlift was like 100 pounds more than my squat. And my squat wasn't that excellent, but my deadlift just continued to grow at a faster rate. And so then my lower back, I was able to squat a little more because my lower back was picking up the slack. So all that to say, with my squats, I'm a little more cautious now. 1, trying not to get injured, obviously, most importantly. And then 2, trying to make sure that the right muscles are actually doing the work. Because I want to get stronger, but I also want to grow my quads. I don't want to just be able to move more weight and do it using the wrong muscles. That's why I'm not a fan of low bar squat. I understand why people use it for like powerlifting. And for some people, it might just feel better than high bar. So I totally get that. Forcing the position forward a little more actually stops some of the rounding for whatever reason. Like you're already rounded a little more forward, so then you sink down and you don't tilt forward more. High bar, you're very upright when you tilt. When you sink down, you can, on the way up, that's when you get that cave forward because you are trying to stay very upright. So anyway, I just, at least currently, not a huge fan of low bar for myself, but I understand that for some people it works really well. And for powerlifting, if it allows you to move more weight, then the powerlifting mindset probably would be just, do the low bar and deal with it. I tried low bar a long time ago, and eventually it aggravated my back. So now I always stick with high bar because that's what feels good, and it's working the muscles that I specifically want to grow. So end of squat rant. Interested to hear people's opinions. Not trying to knock low bar, just saying for myself and my goals, it doesn't fit, and it's for those reasons that I mentioned. So no offense meant to anybody doing low bar squat. I understand there's a lot of reasons to do it, but yeah. Anyway, that is it for today. Appreciate it if you made it this far in the video. If you did make it this far in the video, comment. Oh, what was Arnold Schwarzenegger's "I'll be back" line originally going to be? What did Arnold want it to be? And James Cameron said, "It's got to be 'I'll be back.' Just trust me on it." I'll be impressed if anyone knows what Arnold wanted the line to be. Obviously, if you've seen Terminator, you know what the line actually is. So if you made it this far in the video, comment that. I'll know you made it to the end of the video. Very appreciative of that. Till tomorrow, I am going to go fuel up, and then we'll see you for chest and triceps and probably forearms. All right, that's it. As always, appreciate the support. Peace.